In this short video, I'll show you how you can leverage Skyvia's products with your HubSpot data and get a business value of organizing data pipelines around HubSpot, implement backup and recovery policy. Other than HubSpot, Skyvia also supports more than 140 other cloud apps, databases, data warehouses, and cloud storages. You can integrate your HubSpot data among all of them. Sign up here to create your account. I'll click Sign in as I already have my Skyvia account. Skyvia is a cloud-based freemium SaaS platform that has 4 products: Integration, Query, Connect, and Backup. The Integration product has 6 different integration types: Replication, Synchronization, Export, Import, Data Flow, and Control Flow. Each of them was designed for a different technical purpose. The integration provides an option of automated data updates on a daily, hourly, or even per minute basis, which is close to real time. Let's start from the import. Import scenario was designed for one-way integrations only. It allows selecting as a source a CSV file, a database, or a cloud app. You can select HubSpot as a source or a target. Select connections upon your integration task. Say we need to integrate data from Google BigQuery to HubSpot. Proceed with building an import task. There are simple and advanced modes. With advanced, you are able to execute command or query to narrow down the scope of your import task. For simple mode, select a table from where you need to push data to HubSpot. Here you can add filtering conditions, even group ones, and use and/or logical operators that make your filtering capabilities very powerful. On this tab, you should select the object to which you want to push data to. Here you can specify the DML statement: insert, update, observe, or delete. On this tab, you should map the columns. The columns with the same names are mapped automatically. From a mapping perspective, Skyvia supports column, constant, expression mapping, target, and source lookups. Once you mapped all the columns, save the task. You can add more tasks to the same package if you need more tables to be integrated. Then provide a name to a package. Click Create, Save, and Run. Add a scheduling option on top of your package configuration if you need this integration to run automatically. You can run your integrations on a certain day of the month, days of the week, daily, or recur every few hours or even minutes. So this can be near real-time data integration. If needed, you can also build 2 different import packages from source to target and from target to source. In such a way, you can imitate bidirectional sync. With the import scenario, you can migrate data from your current CRM to HubSpot, integrate data between 2 different HubSpot accounts, return results of analytics from your warehouse or database back to your HubSpot. Say you build a lead scoring model and you want to integrate the results of this analysis to your HubSpot account. Then your sales team can prioritize their daily leads based on the scoring. Or you build an advanced customer health score model and you want to take immediate action in case one of your customers is close to churn. You can also integrate financial or other ERP data with HubSpot. Many legacy ERP systems are not supported for a direct data integration. Skyvia allows you to integrate ERP data from a database or from an automatically exported CSV file and integrate this data to HubSpot. You can build a one-way data integration from another cloud app of your stack with your HubSpot org. Say you use QuickBooks or Orders and you want this data to be integrated with HubSpot. You can also integrate data from your suppliers and your HubSpot data. If you own an e-commerce store, you can integrate orders between your e-commerce app and your HubSpot account. Once an order is created, the change is reflected in your HubSpot account and your order is created there. You can integrate e-commerce, project management, accounting, websites, and other business apps data with your HubSpot account. All in all, you can use import as a universal connector for data integration among various apps, databases, and data warehouses in your organization. The export package was designed for exporting data from HubSpot or other cloud app, database, and data warehouse in CSV files. Connect to your HubSpot account. Select a destination where you would like to push data to, either to CSV with an instant download link or automatic upload to a file storage. If you have file storage, set up a connection to it. I'll select Download manually. Proceed with creating an export task. You've got an option of using one of two models, Simple or Advanced. With Advanced, you are able to execute command or query to narrow down the scope of your export task. With Simple mode, you need to specify an object where you extract data from. You can specify the target file name that will be later on used for your CSV files. Also, you can enable filtering here. You can also compress the resulting CSV files to zip or gzip. Here you can change the column orders in the resulting CSV file or rename them. You can add more tasks inside one export package. Provide a name for your export package. Click Create. Save the package. And click Run. Export use cases. Say you want to send certain data to a few different vendors. You can automate the process so that Skyvia will be creating the files in accordance with your requirement and automatically upload them to the file storage of your vendors. Or say you want to import HubSpot data down to your ERP. In case the ERP is not supported by us or another tool, you can use this approach as a workaround. Let's move on to the replication. The replication scenario was designed for the data warehousing use case. It creates a full replica of your HubSpot data and other cloud apps in a database or a data warehouse. The package configuration flow is as follows. Select your HubSpot connection. Select your target. You can also connect to one of the database or data warehouses listed here. Then select an object or objects you wish to include into your replication package. Let's say you want to replicate contacts. For each of the objects you selected, you can add data filtering if needed. You can enable one of several options on this list. Create drop tables features to recreate the schema. Incremental updates option is for bringing the newly created records since the previous replication package run. If you select Create Foreign Keys, system will create the foreign keys in the target database according to relations between the replicated objects in the source CRM. Direct ID check determines how Skyvia checks whether a replicated record is already present in the target database. By default, if this checkbox is not selected, Skyvia queries all the records from the target table to its cache and performs the checks against the cache. Add a scheduling option on top of your package configuration. Now the package is ready. Click Create. Save the package and click Run if you want to run the replication now. Replication use cases. The main two use cases of utilizing the replication packages by our customers are data warehousing for data visualization in BI tools. They replicate data from their HubSpot account to a data warehouse that will be later on selected as a source in a BI tool. HubSpot offers very good capabilities for building dashboards, but you would definitely need Skyvia's replication scenario if you need more advanced dashboards that can be offered by tools designed specifically for this use case, like Power BI, Tableau, Looker, etc. Just make sure the tool you selected supports the data warehouse of your choice as a data source. The other very popular use case is data warehousing for building data analytics inside the database or data warehouse. Companies collect data from various data sources in the database or data warehouse and then build analytics there. Let's move on to the synchronization. The sync scenario allows you to configure a bidirectional data loading between cloud apps, databases, a cloud app, and a database. The package configuration flow is as follows. Connect to your source and target. Select the sync logic upon your business need. Let's say we want to push data from HubSpot to QuickBooks. Add a scaling option on top of your package configuration. Proceed with building one or multiple tasks. A task is basically a set of rules between source and target object, a child entity that belongs to a package which is parent one. Pick objects on sources and targets side to synchronize, and you can synchronize them one-to-one, one-to-many, or many-to-one. Map the fields using one of mapping types: column, constant, expression, target lookup, or source lookup. For some connectors, relation mapping is available as well. You'll need to do mapping 2 times, first from source to target, and then from target to source. Now save your task. You can add more tasks to the same sync package. Once I hit run, I'll start syncing data. Synchronization use cases. The most popular use case for sync: an automated bidirectional data integration between different sources upon business need. For example, you can sync customers from your QuickBooks account with contacts of your HubSpot instance, so that once you have new contact in HubSpot, it's automatically added to the customers list upon the next sync package run. Sync is also commonly used when it comes to CRM migrations. Once the initial migration is done, you should keep both systems in full sync for a while in order to make sure that all internal processes of your new HubSpot CRM account are working as expected. It's also necessary for a team which is using both tools to get used to a new user interface and ensure the onboarding process is smooth and seamless. Now, data flow. Data flow allows you to create a much more complex integration task compared to import, meaning you can integrate multiple data sources and enable advanced data transformations on the way to a final destination. There are several types of data flow components: source, target, and transformation components. Each of these components can be considered as a separate block with the specifics and configurations that you need to arrange on the diagram. Now, control flow. Control flow is a scenario where you can run data flows in a certain logical sequence. For example, you can specify a condition in your control flow and perform different actions depending on whether this condition is true or not. Perform different actions in parallel in your control flow. You can run several integration packages, data flows, or other actions in parallel. Perform error processing in the control flow if a component fails or an exception is thrown. Trigger an error in your control flow. An exception stops control flow execution, and its run is considered failed with the specified error message. Stop control flow execution in the end of control flow. Perform an arbitrary action against the specified connection. Execute any integration package available in the workspace, including data flows and other control flows. Assign values to control flow variables. All in all, data flow together with control flow are the most advanced integration scenarios that allow to run any of the integration scenarios mentioned above, but with more sophisticated settings. The integration product pricing plans differ on the number of records you actually want to integrate per month and the complexity of the integration logics. Let's move on to the backup. HubSpot's native backup feature is great, and it allows storing a deleted record for up to 90 days. But we see that companies often need to store their backups for a longer period of time. It's often a requirement of their corporate backup and recovery policy. Moreover, all of them need to restore not just the deleted records, but also its relations with other records on the HubSpot side. Say you deleted a contact and later on you feel you need it to be restored. Skyvia's backup product allows to restore the deleted contact in the way its relations with the other tables are kept. Other popular reasons why our HubSpot customers choose Skyvia's backup product. They want to get a certification or a report, like ISO or SOC 2. A corporate backup and recovery policy is a must to get a green light here. Or maybe they suffered from the data loss in the past, where the reason was bad code, migration human integration errors, or malicious intent. At the end of the day, HubSpot Backup is like a house insurance. You never want to use it, but when something goes wrong, you're happy that you were so forward thinking back then. I'll show you a quick walkthrough of the backup product. This is the backup wizard. Click Add New to create your first HubSpot connection. I already have my HubSpot connection created, so I can select it from the list. Here you can see the full list of all the tables available through HubSpot's API. You can select either all of them or select one or several tables. Let's say we want to back up deals only. Select the table and you will see the pencil here. You can go deeper and create a filter condition to your backup package. Say you want to back up only the deals that were created since a certain period of time, like the first day of the month. On the next tab, you can configure your backups to run automatically up to once per day. Then name your backup package. Click Save. Now save the whole backup package. Once I click Run, I'll start backing up my HubSpot deals. A backup package is in fact creating snapshots. All the snapshots will be then stored on our Microsoft Azure instance in California. Let's find a backup package with some history. In the snapshot section, you can see a list of snapshots I did in the past. It shows how many records were created, modified, and were there any errors. You can check one of the objects and export it in a CSV file. You can open any object and see it in a table format with all the values of objects available for reading. You can even click a record and see all its details like this. Skyvia's restoration functionality works automatically, meaning there is no need to find corresponding tables in the app, map fields, make sure duplicates are not created, and everything. You can restore data simply by opening a snapshot, selecting records or whole tables, and then clicking the Restore button. Skyvia then provides a choice of operations you can apply to the selected data: insert, update, or delete. Also, there is an auto-clean option. If you reach the limit of your subscription one day, you can enable this option. It allows you to keep more available space because Skyvia deletes the oldest snapshots to free some space in your account. Skyvia offers powerful backup comparison and data search functionality. You can compare two different snapshots and see the changes. And you can search your backed up data by a fragment of one of its fields. For example, if you want to find a specific record in your table, you can find it by part of its name, address, phone, etc. The backup's pricing logic is based on the storage size. In the standard plan, you can have 20 GB of the total storage for your snapshots. In professional, 200 GB. In enterprise plan, 1 TB. Now let's move on to Connect. Connect is an API as a service product. It allows you to create an SQL or data endpoint to your HubSpot data or the data from other databases, data warehouses, and cloud apps of your stack. With the data endpoint, you need to connect to your app, say HubSpot. Then select an object or objects you want to expose through the endpoint. Configure security features by allowing access to certain users and/or IP addresses. And select your endpoint mode, read-only or read-write. Now save your endpoint. The endpoint is ready. You can paste its URL to any app that can consume our data endpoints. Another cloud app, mobile app, or Excel spreadsheet. The SQL endpoint configuration is almost the same. But on the final step, you can see that we support 3 SQL API clients: AutoNet, ODBC, and Google Data Studio. For example, with the Google Data Studio client, you can expose your HubSpot data directly to Google Data Studio without the need to set up an intermediary database for collecting data from HubSpot. This tool could prove useful if you need advanced dashboards that you can build in a BI tool only. Connect's pricing plan differ on the traffic you consume through your endpoint and availability of the security features. And now Query. The Query is simple but powerful query builder. It allows building custom queries against not only databases, data warehouses, but your HubSpot instance as well. The query supports mass update or mass delete operations. This is very handy if you need to change a value to a big number of records out of the HubSpot's UI. You can also build custom reports based on your HubSpot data without the need to extract it. Drag and drop functionality gives you a seamless user experience when it comes to building reports like this one. You can also enable filters or sorting rules. You can open your current query or create a new one in Code Editor and use the SQL language. You can extract the result of your query in PDF or CSV. The Query product supports Google Sheets add-on and Excel add-in, so you can build a report in Skyvia UI, save it like this, open the query in Sheets, This is a useful feature if you want to share some of your HubSpot data with external vendors, but don't want to give them full access to your HubSpot instance. The query has just one pricing plan, and it allows you to run and save an unlimited number of queries with no traffic limits. Thanks for watching.